Okay, so this is Hatha with restorative and sound, aka help. I've been sitting all day. So we've been sitting all day. Let's start standing. So standing anywhere on your mat. Maybe your feet are a little bit more wider than your hips. Let your arms rest like they're noodle arms. And from here, we're gonna just rotate right to left, letting your arms be noodly. Wraps around the front and the low back. You can let your head go as well. Maybe you close your eyes. And we'll do this for about 20 more seconds. It's a little qigong in your yoga practice today. And then slowly come back to center. All right, shake it out. From here, I'm gonna squeeze my fists and then squeeze my shoulders up. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let it out. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, squeezing the shoulders up, and exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, release. All right, so from here, as I'm inhaling, I'm gonna reach my arms up, and then as I exhale, bring your right knee up, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left knee. Inhale. Exhale, right. Continue moving with your breath, or maybe you go a little bit faster. So just letting your arms swing, going at your own pace. Getting the blood flowing. Just a few more seconds here. And then we'll pause here. So coming back to your mat, you can bring your feet under your hips. Let your arms rest by your sides, palms face forward. And we'll be here in Tadasana. Close your eyes and feel your feet on the mat. And soft bend in the knees. And gently draw the navel in towards the spine. Roll your shoulders up and down the back. And energetically lift the crown of the head, growing a little bit taller where you stand. From here, begin to place the hands in front of the heart in Anjali Mudra, and begin to set your intention for your practice today. Holding your intention in between the palms, close to your heart, we'll take one cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale for Om or listen. Om. Release your hands down, blink your eyes open. Let's do some half salutations. Inhale, sweep your arms up, the gaze follows. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale. One more time. Deep breath in and out. Pausing in center. I'm going to interlace my finger, index finger out. Reach your arms up, pointing up to the sky. Exaggerate the stretch in the shoulders and then relax your shoulders down. So from here, we're going to do a little side bend. But if you want to add a little more, so we're going to the right. You can exhale to your right, stretching through the left side of the body. Or if you want to add your left foot behind your right, gets a little more opening through the side body. Take a breath in and out. Carefully step back to center. And then reach your shoulders up. Maybe they touch your ears, and then relax your shoulders down. Inhale and exhale to the left. Maybe your right foot steps behind your left. Your heel, your right heel, can be off of the mat here. Inhale and exhale, carefully stepping back to center. Release your arms down, roll your shoulders up and back, interlace the fingers, palms face forward. Maybe you round your spine. Inhale, palms face up. Exhale, arms down. One more, interlace your fingers, palms face forward, round your spine. Inhale, palms face up, and exhale down. Okay, so let's come to the wall. So we're going to come into a wall dog. I'm going to start by finding a spot on the wall and then folding myself in half. So you want your arms a little wider than your shoulders. Maybe your feet are a little wider than your hips as well, and your chest is drawing forward. Soft bend in the knees, opening up through the heart, through the underarms. Deep breath in and out. One more, inhale and exhale. Slowly walk your hands to the top and then come back to your mat. You can shake it out. So from here, come into a wide stance for goddess pose, turning out your toes. I'm going to bring my hands to my hips. From here, bend your knees. Maybe widen your stance. You can always bring your hands in front of your knees, telling them go that way. Light tuck of the navel. Bring your hands in front of the heart in prayer, and let's move with our breath. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend, palms in front of the heart. Inhale. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, reach, and exhale. Pause here. You can stay here or bring your right forearm to your thigh and then reach your left arm up to the right. So we're doing goddess pose legs and extended side angle arms. Deep breath in and out. Carefully come back to center. Other side, left forearm, and then reach your right arm long, palm facing down. Breath in and out. And coming back to your goddess pose, carefully straightening your legs and then walking your feet back together. All right, let's step to the top of our mat and bring your blocks with you. So from here, yeah, I'll have my blocks there. My plants are already chewed up. Some kitties have been coming in here and eating my plants and throwing it up on my mat. So, all right, bring your feet back together. Inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, fold forward. Maybe reach for those blocks. You can always make your feet a little wider here. Bend your knees as much as you need, letting your head shake yes and no. And then pausing in center. From here, I'm gonna place my hands on the blocks. So bringing your hands a little bit kind of towards your feet. I'm gonna step my right foot back into a low lunge. Hold here using your blocks. Deep breath in and out. Switch sides. So right foot forward to meet the left. Fold forward. Step your left foot back to your lunge. Inhale. And exhale. From here, bring your left foot forward to meet the right. Bring your blocks so that when you fold or when you inhale, halfway lift, your hands are underneath your shoulders. So staying here, spine is long, crown of the head is shining forward. You can stay here or right hand on your hip, begin to turn to your right, bending your left knee. Maybe your right hand reaches up. Press your left hand into the block. Grow a little bit taller. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. You can fold. From here, inhale, halfway. Left hand on your hip. Begin to rotate your heart to the left. Maybe your right knee bends. Press your right hand into that block. Left arm reaches up. Inhale. And exhale, hands come down. Fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. This time you can move your blocks out of the way and just step back into your tabletop position. So from tabletop, I'm gonna take my left leg out to the side, edge of my foot or bottom of the foot on the mat. Walk your hands towards the top and then shift your hips back. From here, maybe you tuck your right toes under. An extra foot stretch. You can always come down to your forearms here. And as you're ready, letting your inhale float you up and then knee down to the mat. Other side, right leg out to the side, edge of your foot or bottom of the foot. Your toe is facing forward. Walk your hands towards the top, hips back, maybe tucking your left toes under. And letting your inhale lift you up and bring your knee down to the mat. From here, I'm gonna sit on my, or be on my shins Interlace your fingers, palms face forward, just like we did when we were standing. Round your spine. Inhale, palms reach up. Exhale. One more time. Fingers together, palms forward, round. Inhale, palms up. And exhale, arms down. From here, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes in, inhale. And exhale, lift your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet or bend both knees a lot, spreading your fingers wide on the mat. From down dog, inhale to plank pose and hold here. You can always bring your knees down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, lowering yourself all the way down to your mat, elbows pointing behind you. Inhale, come up for baby cobra and hold. Shoulders away from your ears and then elbows drawing in towards the rib cage. There's a little tuck of your low belly. Inhale. And exhale, lower your forehead. Press back into child's pose. Maybe knees wide, big toes touch. Your hands can be reaching towards the top of the mat, or to give your wrists a little break, bring your arms by your sides. And take a breath in and out. Slowly roll yourself up, coming back to seated. So let's come back to our down dog. From down dog, take your right leg back behind you and then open up your right hip, bending your knee. Keeping your shoulders square to the mat, just opening through your right hip. From here, think of slow and controlled movement. Square your hips to the mat. Extend your right leg. Inhale. And exhale, knee towards the nose. Round your spine. Pause here. Inhale. And exhale, step it all the way through. You're always welcome to use blocks under your hands. Back heel stays lifted. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale. Maybe you bend your left knee, your back knee, squaring your hips forward. Maybe you bend through the elbows. From here, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open up to your left, warrior two. You can adjust your feet here. My right heel is kind of sort of lined up with the arch of my back foot. From here, we're going to add that extended side angle, but with the legs too. So from here, bend your right arm. So forearm on your thigh, left palm down. Try not to collapse all that weight on your right shoulder. So stay nice and long. Wiggle your left fingertips. When you're ready, you can inhale back to warrior two and exhale, straighten your right leg, from here, turn your right toes in. Bring your hands to your hips. I'm gonna face my left. So I'm gonna come into that high lunge. So back heel stays lifted. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend your right knee a little bit. And then maybe straighten your leg. Oh, but we didn't do the other side, the opening of the hip. So let's come down. So hands down on the mat, left leg behind you, and then open up through your left hip. Slow and controlled movement. Square your hips to the mat. Inhale. And exhale, knee towards your nose, round your spine. One more breath in. And out. Step it through, back heel stays lifted. Inhale, come up. And exhale. Okay, now we're even. Bend your back knee, maybe bend your elbows. On your inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant your back foot down, warrior two. Gazing past your left fingertips. And then bringing your left forearm to your thigh. Right arm reaches forward, palm facing down. Wiggle your right fingertips. On your inhale, you can come back up. And exhale, bend your knee, bring your toes forward. From here, hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your heart up and the gaze. And exhale, fold forward. You can shake your head, yes and no. And then from here, turn your toes out just a little bit. And we're going to do little side to side lunges. Walk your hands over to the right and bend your right knee. Coming back to center. Walk your hands over to the left. And then we'll do that a couple more times. Maybe your lunges are a little different each time. This time I'm going to flex my left foot. Come back to center. Bend your left. Flex your right. You can always place a blanket under your left heel. And then carefully coming back to center. Bring your hands on your hips. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale. From here, step your feet together and shake it out. All right, so let's come to the top of our mat one more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Step back to your down dog. And take a few breaths here on your own. And then when you're ready, you can inhale to plank pose and exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. rest your head on your hands. Wiggle your hips, bend your knees, and sway side to side. Then feet down to the mat. From here, reach your arms out to make a T shape. Bend your left arm and roll yourself to your right side. Your left leg can stay long, or I like to bend my knee and place my foot behind my right leg that's long. You can completely relax your head on the mat. And sending the breath to your right shoulder. Maybe you reach your left arm up to the sky and then pretend you're changing the light bulb. And then lower your left hand down. Inhale. And exhale. Roll back to your mat. Left arm is long. Bend your right arm. Press your right hand into the mat and roll yourself over to your left. Maybe your right knee bends. You can stay here or right arm reaches up. And then pretend to switch the light bulb. Oh, this shoulder's a little poppy today. And then right hand down. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to your mat. Rest your forehead on your hands briefly. And then bring your forearms on the mat for Sphinx pose. Elbows under your shoulders. Drawing your heart forward, gentle tuck of the low belly, gazing past your mat or closing your eyes. And from here, let's add a few lion's breath. So we're going to inhale through the nose, and then as we exhale, opening the mouth, sticking your tongue out and letting it all out. Let's try. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly lower your forehead down. Wiggle your hips. And then press your hands into the mat, into a child's pose. And then carefully transition back to seated. And from here, I'm going to use one block. And I'm sitting on my shins. I'm going to place a block under my seat. So knees pointing forward, resting your hands on your thighs, maybe closing your eyes or looking down. Take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allow your shoulders to soften. Maybe you come back to your intention that you set at the beginning of class. And as you're ready, deep breath in and out. Lift your hips and carefully remove the block. Bring your legs out in front of you and shake it out. All right. So from here, I'm gonna sit on the edge of a blanket. So we're gonna come to a wide V shape with our legs. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this way. Wide V shape. And maybe you'll use one block. Toes and knees facing up. Maybe you wiggle to the edge of that blanket to help your spine stay long. From here, bend your left knee, sole of the foot on the inner right thigh. From here, maybe your block goes on the outside of your right leg. Left arm reaches up as you inhale and exhale over to the right. So I like to place my forearm on the block and then help rotate my chest up towards the sky. You can also use no block and maybe reach for the ground, your ankle, your toes. Maybe you look up towards the ceiling. And sometimes it feels nice to bend your left arm and bring your hand behind your head, gently guiding your head to look up. And then reach your left arm long, inhale up, and exhale, switch sides. Left leg out and right leg in. If you liked using the block, bring the block on the outside of your left leg. Right arm inhales up and exhale to the left. Maybe your forearm lands on that block. Flexing your left foot. From here, maybe you bend your right arm, bring your hand behind your head, and then gently gaze upward, stretching through the right side. And then right arm reaches long. Inhale, coming up, and exhale. Okay, so this time both legs wide. If you want to use, we're going to be folding forward, you can use 2 blocks, like so. Or if you have a bolster, you can hug a bolster, placing it under your chin and just letting your legs relax. Close your eyes here and take a few breaths. You can always slide that bolster forward or change the size of your blocks. And as you're here with your eyes closed, begin to look in between the eyebrows, your third eye. Notice the sensations, or if you see any colors. Relax your eyes. So from here, we're not going to move our head at all. We're just going to move our eyes, keeping our eyes closed. So from here, look just with your eyes to the right. Look to the left. Look up and down. This time look to the left, look down. Wait, I did it. Anyway, look to the left, look right, look down, and then look up. Relax your eyes, breath in and out. And begin to lift yourself up, and then moving your bolster or props to the side. And bring your legs back together, shake it out. All right, and just because it feels nice, soles of the feet together, knees apart, you can do a little butterfly here. Or maybe you add a little folding forward, letting your knees be heavy and your hips soft. And then lifting your head, bring your knees back together, and then extend your legs. Come to the center of your mat. I'm going to extend my legs forward, reach your arms forward as well. And then if you'll notice, I'm not doing anything here, but when I reach my arms forward, it helps lengthen through my spine. Flex your feet, heels on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, round your spine and let your heels drag on the mat, slowly lowering. And then finally, reaching your arms up overhead. Give yourself a long stretch, open and close your jaw. And then hug your knees in towards you, rocking side to side. And then coming back to center, extend both legs up to the sky, point and flex your feet. And then bend your knees, feet on the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee and draw your right knee away from you. You can stay here or reach behind your left thigh, maybe extending your left leg up towards the ceiling. Inhale and exhale, bend your left knee, release the bind, and then lower your right foot down. Left ankle over your right knee, flex your foot, and the knee is going away from you. Stay here or reach behind your right thigh. Maybe extending your right leg up. Inhale and exhale, bend your right knee. Foot on the mat, release the bind, and then bring both feet back to the mat. So from here, starting with both feet on the mat, knees bent, I'm going to do a little pelvic hip movements. So imagine you have a plate on your abdomen and you're rolling, you're trying to roll the pee to one section of the plate. So you tilt forward and then you tilt back. So my pelvis is just doing a little, just tiny movements. Your hands can be by your sides, palms facing down. They can be the tiniest movements. And then coming back to neutral. From here, reach your arms out. Well, actually, let's go ahead and just lay on our right side to start. If you want, we're gonna do a little dynamic twisting. So I'm gonna just place a blanket under my head just for a little support. So from here, I'm on my right side, my right arm, my arms are in front of me. I'm gonna bring my palms together. So from here, I'm gonna slide my left arm open, maybe coming into a twist, and then slowly closing. Maybe as you open your left hand, you inhale, and then exhale as you close. Moving at your own pace. So we'll do this for a few more seconds, and then you can land in your perfect twist for today. So take your time here. Feel free to hold in your twist or on your side. And then left arm stays open, chest towards the sky. Maybe you bring your right hand on the outside of your knee. You can always use a block in between your knees here. You can always adjust your blanket under the left shoulder so it's a little bit less of a twist. From here, find your most comfortable twist, and maybe it's not at 100% a twist, maybe it's 50% a twist. So this is a passive pose. We're just letting gravity do all the work. And we'll be here for about 2.5 minutes. You are always free to move or adjust at any time. Take a breath in and out. Allow your body to settle in on this side. And as you're ready, you can take a deep breath in and out. And carefully unwinding and coming back to your mat. And before we move to the other side, if you want to reach yourself long or hug your knees in towards you, you can. Any movement that your body is craving today. And then we'll move to the other side. So come to lie on your left side this time. Adjusting your little pillow under your head, your blanket. And then I'm gonna reach both arms in front of me, palms together. My knees are together unless you want to put a block. From here, reach your right arm out to the side, maybe as you're inhaling. And then exhale, closing. Inhale, opening up. Maybe you stay there for an extra breath. And then coming back. You close your eyes and move at your own pace. Then when you're ready, you can land in your twist, or maybe you stay on your left side. Maybe left hand comes on the outside of your right knee, right arm reaches long. Give yourself a second to adjust. Deep breath in and out. Allow your body to settle in on this side. And when you're ready, you can take a deep breath in and out. And then rolling back to center. And hug your knees in towards you. And then from here, you can release for Shavasana. Ooh, you can add a little happy baby before that. So from here, you can release for Shavasana, or if you want to practice a heart opener, maybe you use your bolster or a rolled up blanket to line up your spine with that bolster. And bringing your chin a little closer to your heart. Maybe reaching for your elbows, making a little square for your head. And then lowering your arms down by your sides, palms facing up. And from here, your knees can stay bent, feet on the mat, or legs long, or soles of the feet together, knees apart. You can always use blocks to support under your knees. And take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more inhale and exhale. Allow your face to soften, especially your jaw and your tongue. Release any tension you might have with each exhalation. And give yourself permission to rest for these next few moments. And begin to deepen your breath. And come back to your body. And begin to move your hands. And maybe stretch your arms up overhead. Roll your wrists. If your knees are apart, gently bring them back together. And carefully roll to one side, coming off of your bolster. And then making your way back to seated. And with your hands in front of the heart, we'll take one more breath together. Inhale. And exhale. And thank you for being here and sharing your practice. It's an honor to be here with you. Namaste.